Hey everyone, I am on Facebook Live and I am on Periscope. I am Bernadette Robinson of www.makeitfunnyc, where why I keep freezing up on this one, where I help people, teach people how to jump rope and have a effective workout. That's not the whole statement today. It just keeps slipping my mind every time. But today's scope, I'm here to talk about what kind of shoes should you wear to jump rope in. So actually, I make jump rope exercise as a whole more fun and exciting for anyone looking to live a healthy and active lifestyle. So that's my mission. So today I am here to discuss what kind of shoes should you wear for jumping. I would like to welcome everyone that has joined this scope so far. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I know that you'll find this information useful, so be sure to definitely share this with everyone. If you're on my Facebook Live, just be sure to share this. Press the share button. And if you're on my scope, be sure to share this with your followers, or either just share this on Twitter or Facebook because someone else can use it. Now, this question was actually brought to me, and so what I like to do is I like to answer any questions. I've done a lot of tutorials on the basics of jump rope, how to measure your jump rope, common mistakes to avoid injury, and other little things that I've covered. So now a lot of my scopes or my discussions with you all will be questions that you have. So anytime you have a question, feel free to reach out to me. If I can't cover it in my scope, feel free to reach out to me through any social media and ask me your questions. Hey, Zakia, there's one of my regulars. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thanks so much for the hearts. So anytime you have a jump rope related question, even if you can't think of it while we're on a live broadcast, definitely feel free to reach out to me through Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, what else we got? Periscope, Snapchat. I'm all over the web. Email, I'm all over the web. So just feel free to write me, hey, I have this question. So I had a question today from Snapchat, and the question was, what kind of footwear should I use? And that's a very, very good question. So I'm going to give you the preferred answer, and then I'll go over like other alternatives or discuss also what kind of shoes you like to wear. So when you're jumping, because this is according to Buddy Lee, because jump rope requires you to bounce and balance your body weight on the balls of your feet, choose a pair of course trainer sneakers or shoes with ample foot padding. How did you start from the beginning? I'll come back to you on that. About jump rope? Okay, so basically you want to use cross trainer sneakers. And cross trainer sneakers, because they have some cushion inside. Of course, you don't want something with too much cushion, but cross trainers have cushion and they're very protective. Also too, when you're jumping, you're going to be doing a lot of jumping on your toes or on the balls of your feet. So you want to make sure that those that is protected. Also, the cross trainer sneakers, they protect the small bones in your feet and they stabilize your ankles. So you definitely want to have something to protect your feet and your ankles. Now, in addition to cross trainers, you can also use aerobic sneakers. And with aerobic shoes, they're a little lighter in weight. So if you're looking to do a lot of speed drills, aerobic sneakers may be better for you. And they still offer a lot of support, and they help, and the padding helps to absorb impact. So yes, cross trainers, aerobic sneakers, or running sneakers, because with running shoes, it also has a lot of padding because you're also running on the balls of your feet. So in addition to having the support, you also want to take into account the surfaces. Because it's possible for you to wear, like, say for example, I hate Chucks. I don't like Chucks. But if you're going to combine Chucks and then concrete, that's just bad. But like, say if you're going to do Chucks and you're on like a padded floor, like a track turf, or if you're jumping on a mat, you're fine. But if you're going to jump on concrete, get something with a lot more cushion, such as a cross trainer or a running shoe. So that's the difference. Like, you can wear other kind of shoes. I'm not saying that there's a right and a wrong shoe, because if you look at boxers, their shoes are very thin, and it works for them because I guess when they're on the boxing ring, it has a little bit of cushion. So the cushion combined with the kind of shoe they wear, it makes out for jumping for them. Now you also have to do what's comfortable for you. Like as for me, I have flat wide feet, so I just can't stand jumping in thin shoes. So when I do jump, I have to have on like a pair of cross trainers or a pair of running shoes. They work best for me. But you know, this is also another thing where preference come into matter. There's a lot of people that jump barefoot. I can't jump barefoot. It's not for me. However, I know in my son's karate school, like, or they have mats inside, and you cannot jump in there with shoes. So I believe maybe 2 months ago, I went in there to jump, and I couldn't jump with like socks or shoes, and it felt fine. Like it really felt fine because the mat, the cushion, my feet were protected, my ankles were protected. So it just you take into accountability both the kind of shoe you're wearing and the surface that you're jumping on. So like I said, the preferred shoe for jumping would be cross trainers or aerobic shoe or running shoe. But also take into account the surface that you're jumping on. So the best surfaces to jump on for jump rope is a wooden floor, or I would say a track turf, or wooden floors, track turf, anything that's not concrete. Concrete is more or less bad for your feet when jumping in the first place. But if you're going to jump on concrete, use a shoe that has a lot of cushion that will absorb that shock. Like I said, sometimes, you know, I may jump in chucks, which I don't prefer, but if I'm gonna jump in chucks, I'm gonna jump on like a track turf or something that's a little soft on the ground, because depending on where I'm at, sometimes those may be the only shoes that I have. So this is not to say that if you have on a pair of chucks or if you have a pair of boxing shoes that you shouldn't jump. Yes, jump, you know, but just be mindful of the platform that you're jumping on. Also too, take into account the style of jumping. So when you're jumping, remember, as I've told you previous times, you're only jumping high enough for your feet to clear the rope. So you don't have to jump extremely high and land extremely hard. When you're jumping, it should be like a lift off, but you're landing very soft and you're landing on the balls of your feet. A lot of times people may say, oh, I'm getting these injuries because I'm wearing the wrong type of shoe. No, you're getting these injuries because you're jumping, you're getting the injuries because you're practicing wrong form and you're not stretching. Like I know I had a conversation with someone today on Instagram, and they were asking me how often do I jump. And when I work out, I jump at least 3 to 5 days a week. And they asked me, okay, well, do you get injuries? Because apparently they got some kind of injury in their thigh. The injury in their thigh didn't come from jumping. The injury came from lack of proper stretching. So I've actually experienced those injuries as well because I jump a lot. Like not only do I jump, you know, for fitness, but I teach classes and then sometimes I perform. So I'm jumping a lot. And I have to make sure I stretch because jump rope is very taxing on the calves, okay? So I basically covered the topic that I wanted to cover today. Before I take questions, let me just tell you guys about the jump ropes that I have here. I have the Buddy Lee jump ropes. So this is the Buddy Lee jump rope, and I've been using his ropes since 2012. I'm right now in the process of becoming one of his ambassadors. So I took one of his courses, and we're actually working to have, you know, a rope in my own name. So I have these jump ropes. I endorse these jump ropes on my website, www.makeitfunnyc.com, www.makeitfunnyc.com. I have these ropes available on my website for your purchase, and I usually ship them out within 24 hours. And the reason why I like these ropes is because of the swivel bearing system. So as you see here, the rope is not connected to the handle, so it makes your turning a lot easier, and you don't have to spend so much time forcing the rope to turn because it's not attached. And this is the reason why this is like my #1 rope. So yes, this is the Fitbit Surge watch. So this is my all-time favorite jump rope, and like I said, you can find it at www.makeitfunnyc.com. and each purchase of these ropes puts me one step closer to having one of these in my name. So most likely I'll have it in this color or some other color because I love my ropes with color. So for those that plan to get them, thank you so much for supporting me. Okay, so someone asked me in the beginning of the scope how I got started. I definitely cover that in the bio on my website, but I'll just give you a brief history. I've been jumping since I was a kid. At 19, my raw skill was developed by 2 professional middleweight boxers. And in 2012, I established my own style of jump roping to music, which is not the easiest of styles, but I've made it that way, and I've made jump rope fun. And as a result, I've made like more of a movement, because a lot of times jump rope was only associated with boxers in the gym or with little girls in the playground. So that's a little bit of my jump rope history. And to hear or to read more about it, you can definitely check out my website, www.makeitfunnyc.com, in the About Bernie section. And as a result of my style, it's landed me on Dr. Oz, Tribeca Film Fest. I work in various gyms. I do private classes, personal sessions, group sessions. Like my jump rope has carried me a long way. So that's my jump rope history. Does anybody else have any other questions? And if you want to connect with me on my Fitbit surge, all you have to do is go to Bernadette, BERNADETTE .robinson@gmail.com, Bernadette.robinson@gmail.com, and you can request me as a friend. I don't know if I go through by any other names at Burn April 20 or whatever, but definitely through that email, you can definitely find me on Fitbit. So, do I have any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you so much for watching and tuning in and showing me love. If you want to see any of my, I believe the last sculpt that I did was what kind of bra should you wear, because I know a lot of women are heavy chested, and a lot of times it stops them from jumping or doing any other cardio. So my last sculpt, which is probably still available online for the next 3 hours, is about what kind of bra you should wear. So if you missed that one, be sure to check it out. If you've missed any of my other sculpts, they're available on my YouTube channel at BERN April 20. That's about it. I look forward to everything that's happening. Right now I'm in the process of developing online courses for those who are interested in learning specific things, and I'm not, I'm not in your city right now. Oh, also too, I'm 9 months pregnant, so I'm gonna have my baby any day now. So this is the reason why I haven't been doing any jump rope tutorials per se, because I stopped jumping at 27 weeks. However, if there are any tricks, techniques that you want to learn, definitely go to my YouTube channel at BERN April 20. Thank you so much. I have a lot of tutorials that I did film in my early pregnancy. So I did jump rope 101, so how to jump if you've never jumped before, or if it's been a long time since you jump rope, I have that there. I have the crossover tutorial, double under tutorial, 180-degree turn tutorial, footwork tutorial. So I have a lot of jump rope tutorials there, and I also have several blogs on my website at www.makeitfunnyc.com, where I actually break down jump rope, the benefits, why you should do it. And I actually have, I believe it's called Jump Up and Jump Around. I actually provide a little workout that you can do. And for those that are new to jump rope, 10 minutes of jump rope is equivalent to a 30-minute jog on a treadmill at 6.5 miles an hour. Once again, 10 minutes of jump rope is equivalent to a 30-minute jog on a treadmill at 6.5 miles an hour. So if you've been a little skeptical about jumping, that's just a little fact about jumping that'll hopefully get you more involved in wanting to do it. So any questions before I go? This is the last time. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, be sure to share this on Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere else. We need to get this jump rope movement on the road. Also, like I said, I'm due any day now, so hopefully I'll be back on my jump rope game in August, and you guys can actually watch me transform in front of your eyes just using jump rope. So I look forward to that, and that's about that. I've lost over 50 pounds with jump rope in the past, and I know that that can happen again. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to reach out to me, like I said, www.makeitfunnyc.com. All of my contact information is there: Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. Snapchat is not on there, but my Snapchat is BERN April 20. So any questions come to mind, just feel free. You're in Queens? Awesome. I'm in Brooklyn, so hopefully one day we'll meet. So that's totally awesome. So definitely subscribe to my website so that when I start teaching my classes again, you'll know, and hopefully we'll meet and you can take a class. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening.